Well, it's been a long wait, but it's finally here. I already started modifying it. Originally, I was going to weigh everything, so every piece I took off and every piece I put on, I was going to weigh it and then get a final tally for what the modified weight was. But as in all good plans, I immediately scrapped that because I was so excited to just try the bike out, start installing things. As you can see, I went full Evotech, and so I got the bar end mirrors from Evotech along with the hand guards on both sides. That actually replaces the bar end weights, the stock bar end weights. I'm kind of a dummy because I also bought the Evotech bar end weights, but PSA, you can't actually use these together, so it's one or the other. So I bought those for nothing. I think the weight of this is probably the equivalent of a bar end weight anyway, so you know, you're probably damping just as much vibration, if not more, because it's also coming out on this piece. But anyway, now you know, so don't do the same as me. I also got Evotech radiator guard, which you can see in here. That was actually very easy to install. Don't mind the dirt. I took it out on some wet roads yesterday, so got a little bit dirty. I already pulled the side pieces off. I had to for the install of the radiator guard anyways, so I went ahead and pulled those off. I vinyl wrapped them just with this like forged carbon vivid vinyl wrap, but vinyl wrapping's hard, so it ended up being really difficult. From far away it looks good, but when you get up close you can see all the imperfections that I made while wrapping it. But I'll try again. That's the good part about vinyl wrap, you can just pull it off and do it again. So what else? Evotech. Back here you can see I've got Evotech spools for my rear stand. I don't have a front stand right yet. And you can see it comes right up, almost touching my spindle, rear spindle here, but it actually works. It goes on and off no problem. I haven't had any weird rubbing issues, but it is extremely close. But anyway, if you're thinking about doing the same, know that you can do the spindles plus the spools, and it works out just fine, no problem. Spindles on the front as well. For protection, I got the frame guards also, which I think look really good with the bike, and I've gotten a lot of comments too from people saying that they think this actually looks really good with the aesthetic. You may have noticed that I've got some stomp grips here. The cut is a little rough. I tried to do my best, but not really. I'm not too worried about it. I like just the fact that I have it. Stomp grips doesn't make a specific grip for this bike, so I just decided to get a rectangular sheet and cut it to my needs. I got a Lone Rider Overlander 35 liter bag here. I just attached it to the peg strut here, like the rear passenger peg, and on the back I'm doing the the grab handle, and that seems to work out pretty good. It's very stable on here when I have it all cinched down. No problem with that. So that's it for now. I'm really psyched about this bike that I've taken out a couple times, including with my instructor, and it's been awesome. I can't wait to get past the 1,000 kilometers and then start unlocking it to its full rev potential. Next up, I've got a Shai Battery. It looks a little wonky because I put silicone sealant on it and some dielectric grease. They recommend doing that if you're going to get, if it's possible that it could get wet. So just with washing the bike and stuff, I just wanted to make sure I sealed all that up. So I just put a bead of silicone around it and let that cure, and dielectric grease in the I don't know if it's a diagnostics port or whatever, but there's a port there that you don't use unless you're using their charger. So I just put dielectric grease in there, and then after I connect it up, I'll put dielectric grease around the contacts as well. So so that's my next mod. And what else? After that, I'm gonna do the ST2 brake module. What that does is it's an accelerometer basically, and what happens is when you do engine braking or you're slowing down without using your brakes, it will sense that change in acceleration, or it'll sense the deceleration, and then it'll blink your brake lights for you. So a lot of people just do it by flicking their brakes themselves manually, but I'm a new rider, so it's one less thing for me to think about. Plus I'm a nerd, so I wanted to get into all of that. And what else? I've got the Spot Trace. It's a satellite tracking device, and I'm actually going to be, I just ordered my Fuel X light, obviously, and the new airbox for the Svartpilen 2024 is here under the left-hand cowling. So I'm going to be pulling that off. I've got the DNA Stage 2. So it's the new air filter kit for the 2024 model, which is quite different from the 2023 and previous. So I'm going to be pulling up this and changing the air filter once I get the Fuel X light here, and I'll make a video about doing the Fuel X install and the air filter install on the 2024 model. And I'm going to check out how much space is in here, because if there is space inside of this fairing beside the fuel tank, then my idea is to go here on the right hand side, and inside of this space somewhere I want to mount this GPS tracker, because I believe it said through plastics and stuff like that you can get a signal. So I'm going to do a test and mount it in there, just put the fairing on top of it and see if I can get a good GPS signal. And if I can, then I think that's where I'll mount it, because no one will ever be able to find that. I really don't want to put it like under the seat. That's a super obvious place to put it. And if that doesn't work, then I'll have to find somewhere to mount it, you know, on the side of the bike, or maybe even up like behind the dash or something, or find another place to tuck away the GPS tracker. So yeah, so a couple mods coming up. Oh, one more thing. You can make fun of me if you want, but I thought, even though it's a super short run of pipe, I did want to put some exhaust wrap on my pipe, just because I like that aesthetic. I think it looks cool. I'm not doing it for any kind of performance reasons, but the exhaust pipe is super short on this bike. It's actually kind of ridiculous to even do it, but I figured, well, screw it. I'm just gonna do it, even just to learn about doing it, and I'll see how much I can get wrapped. I'll be pulling the thing off, and I'll wrap as much as I can, and mostly it's just for aesthetics, so I'll just make sure the front part has a good coverage, and then the rest of it I don't really care. So yeah, so we'll see how that goes. So if you have any questions about the 2024, let me know. I do have the maintenance manual. It's different than the user manual, so there's a lot more technical information in there. And if you have any questions about riding it, I can let you know. I'm a beginner rider and I love this bike. Obviously I took a look at the 801, but this one's perfect for riding around town and having fun and learning how to ride. So very, very happy with it so far. And yeah. Oh, one more thing. Special shout out to MukOff's motorcycle protectant. You know, my local shop sells MukOff products, so I got a bunch of stuff, but this stuff actually smells amazing. So I think it smells great. So that's a good one to be using, because a lot of the products don't smell super amazing, but that one actually smells really good. So that's it. Take care, ride safe, bye.